Emblematic founder and patron of the agency elite in 1970, John Casablanca made Naomi, Linda and Cindy the best supermodels. A cinematographic person with a life revolved around glamour and beauty, which the director, Hubert Woroniecki, chooses to tell us by putting his whole story, a fantasized and dreamlike period of time, into images.
En 2009, je l'ai contacté. Je lui ai passé un coup de fil.
In 2009, I called up John Casablanca and said I'd love to do a film that tells a story of fashion history from the 70s through to 2000s, with the creation of supermodels. Because I wanted to do it in a cinema way, I said to him I wanted to tell his story, and in the background I would have the whole evolution of fashion and all his designs.
À la base, c'est pas quelqu'un qui vient de la mode. Et lui est arrivé.
Really, he wasn't someone who stemmed from fashion, but actually came into it not knowing much about it. Being straight, which was rare, he adored women, so he came into this field with a completely different point of view. He brought in his type of very different, beautiful women. Everybody thought he had slept with the most beautiful women in the world because of the agency elite, but now we know that it's the other way around. Having slept with these beautiful women, he came up with the agency.
Il est tombé au bon endroit, au bon moment, au bon endroit.
He was at the right place at the right time with these girls, because at the end of the 80s, with the grunge fashion happening, actresses didn't want to be filmed or photographed anymore at all on the red carpet in Valentino, because they said the trendy directors weren't interested in that anymore for their films. So they suddenly preferred to be filmed on the streets in LA with their dog picking up its droppings, so all the glamour disappeared. So he needed personalities to represent that, so he actually had at that time girls who would correspond perfectly to that.
Et lui, effectivement, avait à ce moment-là les filles qui correspondaient et qui pouvaient le faire. Les gens connaissaient les visages des mannequins.
People know the faces of models, but they don't know their names, their lives, so he decided to make their personalities go public. He really pushed that idea. He gave everything more of a festive, joyous attitude, and he approached the job in a very business-like way, like someone in marketing who would say, how am I going to make myself famous, my agency famous, and principally my models famous?
Et principalement que mes mannequins soient célèbres. Il m'a appelé en 2012 en me disant...
He rang me in 2012 and said, I've got 6 months to live. So I immediately stopped what I was doing elsewhere so that I could concentrate on this film, and I said to myself, it has to be exactly how he sees things. He didn't ask me to change one line that I'd written or change one picture that I showed him. There was only really one place where he said, no, don't do anything that could hurt my family. Everyone else you can do what you want with.
Si tu veux,